For many viewers in the late 1960s, Family Affair was a heartwarming story about an unexpected family. The show followed bachelor Bill Davis as he suddenly became the guardian of his late brother's 3 children, Sissy Davis, Buffy Davis, and Jody Davis, with the help of the loyal butler, Mr. French. While the series brought warmth and laughter to millions of homes, the real lives of several cast members took far more tragic turns. Over the years, illness, personal struggles, and heartbreaking losses changed many of their stories forever. So today, we're taking a closer look at the cast of Family Affair. Who is still with us, and what really happened to them over the years? Anissa Jones as Buffy Davis. Anissa Jones was born on March 28, 1958, in West Lafayette, Indiana. She became famous at just 8 years old when she joined Family Affair in 1966 as Buffy Davis, the sweet orphan girl known for her beloved doll, Mrs. Beasley. After the show ended in 1971, Anissa struggled to escape the image of Buffy. Unable to find new roles, she faced personal difficulties as her parents divorced and she moved between homes. During her teenage years, she dropped out of school and became involved with drugs. On August 28, 1976, Anissa Jones was found dead in Oceanside, California, after a party. She was only 18 years old. The autopsy confirmed she died from a drug overdose involving cocaine, PCP, and barbiturates. Her ashes were later scattered over the Pacific Ocean. Brian Keith as Uncle Bill Davis. Brian Keith was born on November 14, 1921, in Bayonne, New Jersey. In Family Affair, he portrayed Bill Davis, the devoted uncle who becomes the guardian of his orphaned nieces and nephew. His warm and steady performance made him one of television's most beloved father figures. Despite his successful career, Brian faced serious personal struggles. In his later years, he battled emphysema and lung cancer caused by years of heavy smoking. The situation became even more difficult after the tragic death of his daughter Daisy, which deeply affected him. On June 24, 1997, Brian Keith died from a self-inflicted gunshot wound at his home in Malibu, California. He was 75 years old. He was later cremated, and his remains were placed at Westwood Village Memorial Park. Sebastian Cabot as Mr. Giles French. Sebastian Cabot was born on July 6, 1918, in London, England. In 1966, at age 48, he portrayed Mr. Giles French on Family Affair, the dignified English butler who became a steady, caring presence for the Davis children. With his deep voice and refined manner, Cabot helped turn the character into one of the show's most memorable figures. Behind the scenes, Cabot struggled with serious health problems, including obesity and diabetes, which required strict treatment and affected his energy. His condition forced him to briefly step away from the series in 1969 as his health declined. On August 23, 1977, Sebastian Cabot died of a stroke at his home in North Saanich, British Columbia. He was 59 years old. He was later cremated and laid to rest at Westwood Village Memorial Park in Los Angeles. Heather Angel as Miss Faversham. Heather Angel was born on February 9, 1909, in Oxford, England. She joined Family Affair in 1966 at age 57. Portraying Miss Faversham, the gentle and refined Englishwoman who often assisted the Davis family. Her graceful presence made her a memorable supporting figure on the series. Angel had a long career in film and television spanning several decades. In her personal life, she faced tragedy when her second husband, director Robert B. Sinclair, was killed during a home invasion in 1970. In the 1980s, she was diagnosed with cancer and later passed away on December 13, 1986, in Santa Barbara, California, at the age of 77. She was cremated and laid to rest at Santa Barbara Cemetery. John Williams as Niles French. John Williams was born on April 15, 1903, in Chalfont, St. Giles, Buckinghamshire, England. In 1967, at age 64, he appeared on Family Affair as Niles French, the brother of Mr. Giles French, temporarily replacing Sebastian Cabot during Cabot's illness. Though his role was brief, Williams impressed viewers with his calm presence and refined, gentlemanly style. Before joining the series, he had already built a distinguished career in film and theater, including roles in Alfred Hitchcock's Dial M for Murder and To Catch a Thief. In his later years, Williams developed heart disease as his health gradually declined. He died of heart failure on May 5, 1983, at his home in La Jolla, California, at the age of 80. He was later cremated. Nancy Walker as Emily Turner. Nancy Walker was born on May 10, 1922, in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. She joined Family Affair in 1970 at age 48 as Emily Turner, a lively and witty housekeeper who added humor and energy to the series. Walker was also widely known for her work on The Mary Tyler Moore Show and Rhoda, which helped establish her as a respected television comedian and director. A longtime smoker, Walker was diagnosed with lung cancer later in life. She passed away on March 25, 1992 in Studio City, California, at the age of 69. She was remembered for her strong comedic presence and long career in television and film. Erin Moran as Amy. Erin Moran was born on October 18, 1960, in Burbank, California. In 1970, at age 10, she appeared on Family Affair as Amy, a friend of the Davis children. Although her role was small, Moran later gained national fame as Joni Cunningham on Happy Days, which made her one of television's most recognizable young stars. After Happy Days ended, Moran struggled to find steady acting work and faced financial difficulties later in life. In 2016, she was diagnosed with stage 4 throat cancer. The disease progressed rapidly, and Erin Moran died on April 22, 2017, at her home in New Salisbury, Indiana, at the age of 56. Authorities confirmed the cause of death as complications from advanced throat cancer. Ida Lupino as Lady Marchwood. Ida Lupino was born on February 4, 1918, in Herne Hill, London, England. In 1969, at age 51, she appeared on Family Affair as Lady Marchwood, a former love interest of Mr. French. Lupino had a long and influential career in Hollywood as both an actress and director. She became one of the first prominent female directors in American cinema, directing several films and television episodes during the 1950s and 1960s. In her later years, she faced health problems, including colon cancer and strokes. Ida Lupino died on August 3, 1995, in Los Angeles, California, at the age of 77, after suffering a stroke while undergoing cancer treatment. She is remembered as a pioneering figure for women working behind the camera in Hollywood. Sarah Selby as Miss Bryant. Sarah Selby was born on August 30, 1905, in St. Louis, Missouri. In 1966, at age 61, she appeared on Family Affair as Miss Bryant, a strict but fair school principal. Though a supporting role, Selby became known for her authoritative presence and distinctive voice. Selby had a long career in film and television, appearing in numerous supporting roles throughout the 1950s and 1960s. She died on January 7, 1980, in Los Angeles, California, at the age of 74 after battling cancer. Del Moore as Eric Langley. Del Moore was born on May 14, 1916, in Pensacola, Florida. In 1967, at age 51, he appeared on Family Affair as Eric Langley, a small role that added light comedic moments to the series. Moore was also known for his work in comedy films and television, including appearances in The Nutty Professor and Get Smart. On August 30, 1970, Del Moore died in Encino, California, at the age of 54 from a cerebral hemorrhage. He was buried at Forest Lawn Memorial Park in Glendale. Johnny Whitaker as Jody Davis. Johnny Whitaker was born on December 13, 1959, in Van Nuys, California. In 1966, at just 7 years old, he rose to fame as Jody Davis on Family Affair, becoming one of the show's most recognizable child actors. After the series ended, Whitaker continued acting in projects such as Tom Sawyer, 1973, and Sigmund and the Sea Monsters. In the 1980s, he struggled with substance abuse but later entered recovery. After becoming sober in 1988, Whitaker dedicated much of his life to counseling and recovery work, helping others overcome addiction. As of 2026, Johnny Whitaker is 66 years old and remains active in ministry and recovery programs, occasionally appearing at television reunion events. Kathy Garver as Sissy Davis. Kathy Garver was born on December 13, 1945, in Long Beach, California. In 1966, at age 21, she rose to fame playing Sissy Davis on Family Affair, the responsible older sister of the Davis children. After the series ended, Garver continued working in entertainment, particularly in voice acting and writing. She later became known for audiobook productions and projects such as Beatrix Potter Tales. In 1981, she married businessman David Scott Travis, and the couple had one son, Reed Garver Travis. Travis passed away in August 2025 after a long illness. As of 2026, Kathy Garver is 80 years old and remains active in charity events and classic television reunions. Her estimated net worth is around $3 million. Sherry Alberoni as Sharon James. Sherry Alberoni was born on December 4, 1946 in Cleveland, Ohio. In 1966, at age 20, she appeared on Family Affair as Sharon James, the lively best friend of Sissy Davis. Alberoni had a successful career as a child and young actress, with appearances in television, films, and voice acting roles. In 1971, she married Dr. Richard Van Meter, and the couple had 2 children. In the 2000s, she underwent heart surgery to treat an aortic valve condition and later recovered. As of 2026, Sherry Alberoni is 80 years old and lives in Southern California. She occasionally attends charity events and television cast reunions. Though Family Affair ended more than 5 decades ago, the memories it created continue to live on with longtime fans. The series introduced audiences to the unforgettable Davis family, from Bill Davis and the loyal Mr. French to the children who grew up before our eyes. While several cast members faced difficult and sometimes tragic chapters in their real lives, their performances remain a lasting part of television history. Even today, the warmth, humor, and heartfelt lessons of Family Affair continue to remind viewers why the show still holds a special place in classic TV.